Give thanks now unto the Most High Jah, Rastafari. As I, Emmanuel, the Nyabinghi Rastafari, bringing you another dish today of my variation of Nigerian Yam Porridge. I say variation because there'll be one or two differences in the method and the ingredients. For instance, I'm using olive oil, whereas artically Nigerians would use red oil, palm oil, but I just don't have any. And the method is probably different, slightly, but it's going to end up the same. So, as usual, I'm going to take you over to the ingredients, go through the method, the preparation with you, and then show you the dish at the end of it. Give all the praises to Jah, Rastafari. Okay, so there's our yam. I don't know how much I'll be using of that, but there it is anyway. And we've got a couple of onions there, some olive oil in that container, a couple of sweet peppers. I'm having this with celery salad, so this is the celery. Some vine tomatoes, a Scotch bonnet pepper, and the condiments, black pepper for the salad, also all-purpose seasoning and mixed herbs. And garlic, I almost forgot. Just an ingredient I forgot, and that's paprika. So I've washed the tomatoes, the bonnet. I'm going to peel the onions and the garlic, and I've washed the peppers. So I'll bring you back in once I've done the onion and garlic. Okay, so I've chopped 4 tomatoes, 2 onions, 4 cloves of garlic, and 2 sweet peppers, and that's it. So all that is going to be blended now in my blender for the sauce. So for the salad, I've got a tomato, 3 cloves of garlic, and some celery. So there are the blended ingredients, and over here I've peeled 3/4 of the yam, and I'm going to chop those into cubes, large cubes. Then they're going to go into the pot with some oil and some water, and then brought to the boil and simmered. But I'll bring you back in once I put the condiments in. Okay, so I've added water and the yam up to about 1.5 inches at the top of the pan. And now I'm going to add the condiments. I'm going to add 2 tablespoonfuls of olive oil, and then I'll bring you in for the others. Okay, so I'm going to add a tablespoon of paprika, a level tablespoonful of mixed herbs, and a level tablespoonful of my all-purpose seasoning. So I'm going to bring that to the boil and then simmer it, and then bring you in whilst I do the salad, which is celery tomato salad. Cost of this one, the yam was about £3, if that, and the other ingredients, tomatoes, I'd say about £5 to £6 in all. But it will feed 3 people easily. Good economical Aital food, Rasta food, food for life, life for food. Jah, Rastafari. Okay, so I've got 3 cloves of garlic there, peeled and chopped, 1 large tomato, 4 sticks of celery. I'm going to put all those in the bowl, and then I'll bring you in to add the oil and the condiments, which are few. Okay, so the salad. I'm going to add about half a tablespoonful of all-purpose seasoning, and half a tablespoonful of black pepper, just under, and then some olive oil. By the way, I don't know whether I remember to say I put 2 tablespoonfuls of olive oil in the yam porridge. That's the salad. I'm going to be eating this with bulgur wheat, so I'll take you through that in a minute whilst the yam is cooking. So the yam has been brought to the boil and is now the heat right down to simmer it and cook it. Okay, so I've got a cup full of bulgur wheat in there and a cup full of clean water, and I'm just going to add a little teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, and that's ready to go once the yam porridge is cooked. Okay, so 45 minutes later, the yam is cooked, the yam porridge is cooked, so I'm just letting it stew and turning the heat off whilst the bulgur wheat cooks, which should take 10 or so minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and then it will be ready. Give thanks to Ikua, my Nigerian female, for the inspiration for this dish. Ja Rastafari. Okay, I've just put the heat back on underneath the yam porridge, just as some of the bigger pieces of yam are not quite cooked. So whilst the bulgur wheat cooks, I'm leaving it on at the lowest heat. So there's the finished dish, Nigerian yam porridge with celery soup, celery salad and bulgur wheat. Rastafari food forever. My father, John King, Haile Selassie, always presides over Iman table, and I give thanks. Ja Rastafari.